evening's air is cool, and the morning is quiet as I walk to school. I'm still shaken. I still don't know how I'm going to deal with Miss Yamazaki in a couple days.
There's gonna be the weirdest fucking revelation, about like Snowdian levels of anti-privacy at the end of this game. Oh my god. Free Chelsea Manning, I guess.
Will I get fired to appease her? If she really does raise it with the school, probably. Is there anything I can do to prevent it if it comes down to it? I doubt it. No way. I'm new. I'm expendable. Would she? I don't know. She's probably angry, though. Thinking about it, I would be. That sort of huge breach of privacy, I would be absolutely furious. I'm screwed. I'm absolutely screwed. Somehow I fucked up. She figured it out. And now I'm probably going to be destroyed by that. Unless I can figure out some way to make it okay. But what could I possibly do? What would excuse that? I've got nothing. Absolutely nothing. That's all I can think about as I walk. That I have to think of something. There must be something I can do to put it all right. Or I'm fucked! I'm so lost in thought that it takes me a good moment to realize that the silence has been broken by the sound of crying from right behind me. Startled, I turn around to see her.
Her spirit can't pass on because of you. Why did you let her down? Why, John Rook? She's tormented, and it's all your fault. If you'd only stopped her.
She rushes forward, grabbing my lapels, sobbing heavily against my chest. What the?
It's so awful. So awful. Why didn't you just stop her, John? Why?
She wasn't...
It would have been so easy. You just had to say something, but no. You just let her die.
Suddenly, she shoves me away. She stares with the creepiest smile in the world. A smile that could pierce your very soul. I'm horrified.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. She'll come back for you. Isabella will come back for you. For one last goodbye.
She turns and runs away. Wait! Come back here! I shout and start to give chase, but it's too late. She's already disappeared.
Behind where? That little alleyway back there?
All I can do is stand there, catching my breath. This is too much. This is too surreal. I don't know how to respond here.
Got some water right next to me. Still makes me burp, though. That's crazy. Hey, sir. My mom got a hold of you last night, right?
In more ways than one.
Oh, sir!
Yeah, she did. We didn't talk long.
Okay. I mean, I know she wanted me to be there. Thursday, 11 a.m. is meeting in your office cool, or?
That's fine. I mean, I'll be in school during the entire exam period, but yeah, we can talk about it then.
Great. Okay, I'll tell her that.
Right. I try not to stare at him. It's not his fault. He hasn't done anything unreasonable. And he's not the one threatening me. It's his mother. His mother, who I still can't think of any way to deal with. There has to be something. At least one of these insane things in my life I have to be able to deal with.
Also, technically, did his mother ever threaten him? Like, with legal action? I don't think she ever did, remember? She was just constantly being like, I want to talk about the social media site at the school. When can we do this? There was a sense of urgency, but she never gave any ultimatum. That's all in his head. Sir?
I'm sorry, did you say something?
Just... me and Kendall are doing our presentation today, right?
Oh, yeah, right.
Can we present after school? We kind of want to rehearse at lunch if it's no prob.
Yeah, sure, it's no problem.
TY.
He sits back down, and not long afterwards, the last exam review class begins. Needless to say, it goes terribly. Just absolutely terribly. My mind is just too far elsewhere, dwelling on the oncoming catastrophe. Between their exams, that weird girl's message, and Miss Yamazaki. It's just too much for me to handle.
3:55 p.m. Bouillon.
Somehow I managed to calm myself down a little, but by the end, I'm still scared. I can't think of anything, and I'm a grown man after all. I need to sack up and stop freaking out. Grow a fucking pair. Yeah, it's scary. Yeah, I still don't know what to do. Everything could go wrong. Everything probably will go wrong. I'll just have to deal with it, I tell myself. Easier said than done, but I'll be damned if I don't try.
Sup, bro? Hey, sir.
Hi, you guys. So, you have a presentation. Are you both ready to start, or do you need a couple minutes?
Give me a sec. I need to get the music queued up. Okay, well, as she gets the music queued up here, you take your time, Kendall. I'm gonna go over here and we're gonna read some Amie stuff. And you know what? I keep scrolling down to the bottom and reading the bottom. No one's commented on it, but that's actually wrong. You just want to read it from the top. OMG, they're still not here. How long did they stay up?
Yeah, it's starting to get pretty late.
Well, busy night, bro? On Kendall's wall, no less. Taylor Gibson had a great time at the dance. But you didn't stay up as late as the lesbians did, I take it. Ariana! No, but I did meet a nice boy in grade 12, so it wasn't a total waste.
Congrats.
Does anyone know what's actually supposed to be on the literature exam? I was sure right up until Mr. Rook's review lecture. Yeah, this is pretty lol what?
I am really glad it's not just me.
Yeah, you have. Woo! Hope you're both having fun. Akira Yamazaki has a backlog of like 20 shows he can't start until after exams. I know, right? So unfair. Oh, hey, rehearsal for that presentation at lunch good with you? KK. My god, Akira. Stick to the topic, bro. She's talking about anime. You're talking about school. Disgusting. In this, I'll be playing the role of Anonymous. You know, Guy Fawkes. Okay, got it. And my role will be that of Anonymous.
Kendall presses a button on her computer to start playing her music, and Akira turns off the lights.
Oh, we about to get murdered. This is not music. This is not original music. I thought it was actually going to be cool for a sec. I forgot that she actually doesn't have any original music here. It's just this shit.
Both clear their throats, waiting a moment.
In this thread, spoilers! Darth Vader is Luke's father. Bruce Willis was actually a ghost. It was really just Earth, in the future. Tyler Durden was the name of his alternate personality. Snape kills Dumbledore. Rosebud was the name of his sled. The missing girl was secretly just an AI. And the dead girl actually just moved away as part of some elaborate trick. Wait, what? What was that last one? Lol, you know, the sequel to The Thing you said? For reals? I never actually understood what the hell happened in it. Okay, so here's the thing. This right here, the missing girl, was secretly an AI. So Christine Love, the author of this visual novel, DTIPB, It Just Ain't Your Story, wrote her first VN, which was actually like a sort of hypertext game, not really a visual novel, called Digital: A Love Story. This right here is pretty much the spoiler to how this game ends right here. We're going to find out that that ghost girl that talked to John at the beginning of this episode has something funky going on. Wait, what? What was that last one? Well, you know, the sequel to The Thing you said? For reals? I never actually understood what the hell happened in it. My face when? Implying it's not really easy to understand. Implying it is. Seriously, bro, WTF was the story there? K. The feudal lord is suddenly forced to take over a band of apprentices, each representing the 12 animals of the Chinese zodiac. But he's completely ill-equipped for it. He takes everything too seriously, right? Way too seriously, for serious. So, what, then? He starts spying on them? O_big O. Well, yeah, of course. He's their lord, that's what lords do. He's supposed to train them to be just like him, that's his job. Okay, so what was the whole deal then? So the apprentices all conspire together and hatched a plan to make their lord look ridiculous. You know, bring him down to earth a little. Lol. Oh, right. That's the deal with the girl, right? The one who represented the dog? You mean Yo? Yeah, totes. You don't find out until the end, though. See, the thing was that she actually was planning on running away to return to her home village anyway. Her village was in the middle of a famine, and they couldn't afford to have their eldest daughter off in the Lord's study anymore. Oh, right, so that's what that scene was. They wake up the Lord and make it look like she's killed herself. Implying you didn't understand what happened. Clearly understanding exactly what happened. Lol, so what part didn't you get then? What was the deal with the ghost? Bruce Willis? Lol, are you mad? No, the one that haunted the Lord. Aw, too bad you didn't mean Bruce Willis. He's totally hot. Forced meme is forced, bro. My face when you couldn't actually explain what the deal with the ghost was. Lol, the deal with the ghost was that she was actually just a servant of the dog girl. She had conspired with the mother of Yo's best friend. She wasn't really a ghost? Lol, no. So WTF was the ending supposed to be? In the end, Yo returns to reveal that the whole thing was merely a comic farce. Then she delivers the moral of the story. Feudal imperialism is wrong, right? Well, Yo Dog puts the moral in his hands so he can lord it over them while he lords over them. What? Trollface.png? Get the fuck out of here.
After a long dramatic pause, handled as a crusty... And Akira bows. So, is that it?
That's it.
Then, could you please explain to me what dramatic techniques that was supposed to show an understanding of?
Glad you asked, sir. Foreshadowing.
I stare at them. A pun? Seriously?
Ha 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 ha.
Okay then, thank you. There's one more class this semester that comes after all the exams. I'll let you know what your marks are then, okay?
Okay, see you, sir. Yeah, later, sir.
Good luck on the exam. Well, that's enough of that. Thursday. The exam's come and gone. Now I just have to wait for the exam period to finish for all their other classes. It's nerve-wracking. It's supposed to be an easy break for me. Just a time to relax, finish the semester's marking, and take it easy, knowing there isn't any more real material to teach until January. But of course I'm not. How can I take it easy when everything wrong is converging? I can't help but feel crushed by the weight of my failures. 2 divorces, a sudden career change as a midlife crisis. 2 divorces, a sudden career change as a midlife crisis. Just so I could completely screw it up right when I started. I'm a creep and a shitty teacher. I let completely invading my students' privacy become banal to me, and managed to completely fail Isabella. All I can think is, it might look bad if my students do poorly on their exams. All I can think is, woe is me. I could lose my job if Miss Yamazaki gets upset. Never mind why. I'm fucked. I'm a fuck-up who deserves it. She's probably already on her way to my office. Time to go to face the music. I head down the hallway. It's empty and completely quiet. What with everyone being in the middle of exams right now, the building is mostly deserted. But then, suddenly, from around the corner, appears
Channel 12, blah blah blah. Channel 12, no new 12 channel? There are currently no threads that pass the stupidity filter criteria. How the fuck have I never read this before? This was so fucking, like, thematic to the game as a whole. Hey, after your last exam today, want to come over and hang out? We barely talked in the past week. Love to. Miss you. Stupid exams. What's the plan, bro? Well, I don't know. Hadn't thought that far. I just got a new PKK game if you're interested. It's multiplayer, co-op. Or we could do something else. It's no big deal, really. I'm not really that good at video. That's why I like just watching you. But we can do it together. Sure, why not? Or we could just make an excuse for you to come over and just make out on my couch for an hour. Like last time. Don't do that. You gotta mix it up. Trust me, you gotta mix it up. It's gotta be like make out and video game. 30-minute make out, 30-minute video game. Lol. Oh, Nolan, you're a man after my own heart. No, seriously though, I am totes interested in playing video with you. It'd be fun. I know how much you're into that sort of thing. Let's do this. I'm looking forward to it. Okay. We can all come together after the history exam. It's a date. I mean, it literally is. I love how, by the way, I know like he's getting in trouble, or he thinks he's getting in trouble for invading his student's privacy, and I just still am looking. Oh, they're planning a fuck me date. Okay. Holy shit. Hello, Mr. Rook. I've been looking for you.
I stare at her, shocked. It's like the girl said. Isabella will come back for you.
Well, I just peed my pants! Ooh, that's the sound of making love! Anyway.
My heart races. I can't believe it's her. I can't believe what the girl said was true. You... Are you here to haunt me?
I don't know, Mr. Rook. I like you. You seem like a good teacher. I don't know if it would really be worth haunting you.
No, that can't be right. What am I saying?
Oh, don't look at me like that. I'm not dead, silly. I can't believe the look on your face, though. I thought Caitlin was just exaggerating. You scare easily, don't you?
I just thought you were dead. I thought you killed yourself.
Really? Where did you ever get that impression from?
And I stop to think about it. Where did I get that impression from? Did anyone ever say anything to me about her? Or did I just read it on Amie?
No, I only killed myself socially. My parents can't really afford tuition here. We had to move to the boomies. I was going to tell you, but it was all very sudden. Then, well, I'm sure you figured out the rest.
I'm starting to get an idea. I just keep staring in shock. I'm an even bigger idiot than I had ever realized. So the girl was just your friend. Your friend who was completely in on the joke.
A friend of Ichigo's, actually. It was all her idea, you know. Anyhow, she's waiting in your office. I have to go now, but I'll be back later. Bye. It was really nice to see you.
Yeah. It was nice to see you too. But she must have known that it was only something anyone ever said on Amie. And if that's the case, I don't understand. I don't understand what's going on at all. I'm glad to see she's alive, of course, but now I just feel even more confused as I walk to my office. Hi, Miss Yamazaki, Akira.
Please, just call me Ichigo. Why don't you have a seat? Okay, this is such a weird flex move. Okay, so I fucking hate the power dynamic behind this, but whenever someone gestures for you to have a seat, it is 100% in your interest to have a seat because they're being like a big dick about it.
My heart races. Time to just be a man and say it. I've been reading all the class's social networking messages the whole semester. I won't try to defend myself. It was so easy to justify. To stop bullying, to make sure they weren't paying attention in class. But it wasn't. It was just creepy and voyeuristic. Okay, first of all, voyeurism and candidness is like the best kind of porn ever. Second of all, Grisham literally tells us, he says right here, there would be serious repercussions if the students ever found out, though, so please be discreet. Okay, so where are those serious repercussions? We're thinking it's going to happen here, right? Because even Akira looks annoyed, but maybe he just wants to fucking go fuck his boyfriend and not be in this meeting. I should have been better than that. I'm really sorry. I mean, I know it's hard to forgive an incursion into your privacy like that, Akira. I don't expect you to, but, well, I'm truly sorry. I just wanted you to know. There's a long, awkward silence as they both just stare at me, taking it in. This is what they wanted to confront me about, I know. I guess they weren't expecting me to confess right away. Maybe I didn't have to. No, I definitely did. Even if I could have denied it.
Huh? Lol, what? I don't know what you're talking about. That's not exactly what I came here to talk about.
Now it's my turn to stare in shock. You didn't already know?
Eh? No, of course I knew. Don't be ridiculous, everyone knows that.
What?
See, Mom? Shush, Akira. John, I just came here to apologize for how the prank with Isabella got out of hand. I thought it would be a funny way to get you to lighten up and encouraged it. But I didn't realize Akira was sending you creepy messages at all hours of the night, and Caitlin Erickson went a little over the top. I want to apologize on their behalf. Sorry, but let's go back to what you were saying. I don't understand. What were you trying to apologize for?
Well, I violated your son's privacy for starters. Sorry, Akira. I read everything you've posted on Amie. I guess you caught on. That's why you did the prank. To get me to lay off. I guess I was too dense to take the hint.
Oh, no, bro. We did the prank because we wanted you to lighten up. You always pretended that you didn't.
I don't think you understand. Even the private ones.
So? I don't think you really quite get it. They all knew that. They all knew from the very start even. Why wouldn't you be? You keep saying privacy. What a weird, antiquated concept to keep bringing up. And here it is, everybody. The normalization of the surveillance state.
What? Antiquated? I mean, I know modern society can be invasive, but... antiquated?
San Thomas Aquinas? Oh dear. Well, John, it's like this. Akira, can you define what it means? Huh? Privacy? That's right. I guess if you're private, that means you just hide everything about yourself, so kind of like that?
I stare at him. In the months I've known him, somehow this is the first time I've ever heard anything like that. He honestly doesn't understand the concept. That's terrifying. I don't want to be rude, but that's alarming. He doesn't really know what it means, does he?
What, his generation? No, of course not. Why would he? For that matter, why would you? In a generation where it's all about getting famous off of social media sites, you can become a petty celebrity and, you know, make a good living for yourself. Yeah, I agree. I mean, that's what I'm doing these days. I don't know about you. That's a really old idea, you know. I'm surprised you have so much attachment to it. Didn't you grow up on Facebook? Oh my god, they mentioned the one and only.
What? No, not really. It came around when I was in high school, I guess, but I never saw the point. I'm a lot older than I look.
Dude, no you're not. If you are 38 years old in 2027, you were born in 1989, and let's say when he's like 15, which is the year people turn when they enter high school, that's 2004. Okay, you know what? Fair enough. I guess that was still MySpace era. Fair enough. Huh. And a lot older than you act. Too. Truthfully, neither did I. Understand things in Japan aren't quite the same as they are here, and I didn't move until later. The sound of making love in front of a bunch of people, because everything's voyeuristic these days, I guess.
I'm shocked. It's just... I realize it's been eroded so much, but I didn't realize it would be completely foreign.
You're being so silly, though. You said voyeuristic? You said voyeuristic? Like a penis?
Well, I read their private exchanges.
Oh, come now. Surely you passed written messages to your classmates when you were his age, too. It was just on paper, right?
Yeah.
Well, did you ever write anything, that you'd be truly upset if the teacher ended up taking it from you?
I have to think about it. I guess not, actually.
Fair point. So I forgot we have the choice here to say, like, that either is cool or that's totally effed up. This game, oddly enough, in this point of it, it really seems to be pushing an idea. So, what I'm just gonna do, because remember, in pretty much every choice throughout this entire game, if it's not an agreeable one with what's going on around you, it's like a bad one. So, we're just gonna be thankful that we didn't get in trouble, actually, and just be like, chill, whatever. Wait, this is very different, hold on.
I guess that makes sense in a way.
It's not the same as... That makes perfect sense! Makes so much sense! The fundamental misunderstanding, I think, is mistaking privacy for control of your personal boundaries.
But isn't it? Isn't that what it means?
But it isn't. I mean, that's what we always supposed it was, wasn't it? But we're both grumpy old fogies who were slow to adapt. We always assumed it was just binary. There's things to keep to yourself and things you have public, and the two don't mix. That's kind of stupid, though, isn't it? What's wrong with his generation assuming that knowing more about someone is always a good thing? What's wrong with controlling your image? He understands that, far more than I ever will, in fact. You're not thinking in terms of... Sorry, I'm not sure how to put this in English. It's in terms of degrees, maybe? It's not as though discrimination doesn't exist. You can still hide things or show things only selectively. You just don't hide everything by default. I mean, let me put it this way. They managed to organize an entire class into an elaborate hoax at your expense, and you think you're the manipulative one? Really?
It's completely foreign to me what she's saying. I want to dismiss her, to just say that's stupid, but the last part rings true. The last part makes me stop and reconsider.
I'm terribly sorry I've been rambling, haven't I? I gots to ask, man. I gots to ask. Leave a comment in the comment section down below if you think this line right here has aged poorly or not, because I'm thinking... Yes. Yes.
Is that what it all comes down to? Really? That's it? That's the moral? That's the big lesson to be learned at the end of it all? After they leave, I sit back down in the office chair and stare out the window. Somehow, the world didn't come crashing down on me after all.
A true apocalypsis is when the world rips open and reveals something expansive. December 20th.
The last day of class until January comes at last. Everyone seems excited again. There's no real work of any kind. It's just a day to come pick up marks. I guess they're all glad to have a chance to unwind after exams. I can't say that I don't understand what it feels like to be massively relieved.
Really? Really? Is it 12 channel? No, okay. OMG, I feel terrible. I want to curl up and die. This is the worst day ever. I feel so gross. This is Kendall getting her period, I guess. Taylor Gibson would sooner die than write another exam. I feel your pain. So much hate. It could be worse. You could be bleeding the whole time. Ew! Wow, that's the only thing worse. That's the only thing worse. Yes, okay, fine. Villains Ryukas hates exams. 90 average, bitches!
Congrats, dude.
What are you talking about? Oh. Oh god.
Mr. Rook, your students' marks have officially been updated as of December 20th, including their exam scores. Please keep in mind that as the Lake City Academy is an extremely competitive collegiate with a reputation to maintain, we expect all our classes to maintain a high standard of excellency in grades. Remember, in the province of Ontario, university admissions are based solely on high school marks upon graduation. A mediocre class reflects poorly on the school and undermines our students' success in the real world. And keeping up with this high standard of excellence, your students' literature marks have been curved according to school policy.
I wonder what they were before and how much they curved it. Because I saw that in college. When I was in college and professors bumped up test scores, they were always like, we're doing it by 5 or 10 or 3. So everybody did fairly well. In the future, please be sure your students' marks are acceptable before submission, as otherwise this creates more work for our administrative staff. Thanks, Emily Robin, Administrative Assistant. Okay, let's get a sequel with all of, like, the minor characters in this game, right? Emily Robin, Malcolm Grisham, Caitlin Erickson, and Alan Mason.
I can't believe absolutely all my working was for nothing. I mean, what was I thinking? The marks turned out to be okay, my job turned out okay, Isabella turned out okay. My dignity didn't really turn out too well, but if that's the biggest problem, I can probably live with that.
Lol, so how are the boonies? I think the suicide story would be better. At least that would be quick and painless. That bad, bro? Also, damn, Akita, ooh, what you wearing, boy? I don't suppose there's terribly much to do out there, is there? You're in Pickering, right? Ajax. Oh. What's the difference? One has 3 intersections with traffic lights, the other has 4. It's not quite that terrible, is it, really? No, pretty much.
It's a shame you can't come to town more often. It's not that far away. A Jack's might be half an hour out, but despite what you guys try to convince me, it's not exactly Elysium. There's a train, isn't there?
School's been busy. Lol, try. BTW, awesome work with that, Akira. High five, bro.
They exchange a high five, although Akira doesn't look too pleased about it.
I'm sorry, Mr. Rook, but it really was actually very funny.
Yeah, laugh it up. Clearly, it's not like I wanted you to take me seriously anyway. The bell rings early, since it's only a half day. Time for them to move on to their other classes. Everything feels so relaxed. I guess things worked out in the end, after all.
My god, what are you... The game's about to end, I might as well read this. Oh dear, cramps? Yeah, wait, how'd you know? Because your period is always 3 days after mine, remember? We have this conversation every single month. Oh, right. Gah, this is the worst. I think I'm gonna have to bail on you guys. Need to go home and lie down forever. Oh, I'm sorry. I really hope you feel better.
Of Watertown.
Alright, well, swell. Okay, well. Any 12-chan? No? No one final 12-chan as a final hurrah?
When noon comes, I pack up my stuff early too and leave at the same time as the students. No real reason to stick around for the rest of the day.
Is this the first time we've seen this in front of the school?
From afar, I see Ariana approaching in my general direction. This could be weird. There's a lot that's come to light since the last time we talked.
Wave her over, you fool. Hey, John, can we talk?
I think we have to. I know what I'm going to say, and I know exactly what she's going to say too. And we both pause. Not sure who should go first.
I kind of deceived you this whole time.
No kidding, fence sitter. But can I really hold it against her? Of course not. I got what I deserved, and so I can certainly forgive her. It's okay, and you know, now you've definitely shown that you can be discreet. Ha 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 ha! She looks awkward but giggles.
I guess so. Really, though, I'm sorry.
Don't worry about it. Besides, what I did was way worse.
What? You never did anything wrong at all.
Yeah, I did. I read your messages, Ariana. Even the private ones. You know, even the ones to Taylor.
Yes? Oh, right, those.
I mean, I know. Antiquated ideas of privacy, but that was still something I shouldn't have seen. I'm really sorry. Even still, I should have showed some self-restraint at least. I've been a shitty friend to you.
Don't be sorry. I meant every word that I said, you know. It wasn't really for Taylor's benefit. If it was, we would have just talked at lunch. I was actually hoping you would read those.
I stare at her. Oh.
And, besides, I don't want you to be my friend. I have lots of friends.
She grabs my hand in a way that seems strangely familiar.
What are your lots of friends? Earlier in the game, you were barely friends with Kendall. I want you to be my lover.
I give her a good, long, hard look. Before, my feelings for her had mostly been pity, combined with the obvious physical attraction. But it's in that moment I see something else. Something stronger than I'd realized. If we keep this up, it's still going to have to be a secret. It's going to be one of those things that are not private. Private means nothing to her, but less exposed. For the time being, I'll have to remain a neatly compartmentalized part of her life, one that can only be alluded to in conversation between close friends. But now I actually truly want to be.
Congratulations, you've accepted being a mistress.
Not just because I think the lonely girl deserves pity, not just because she makes me hard, not just because it's a chance to be a good man to her. God help me, I think I'm in love with her. I'll try. She pulls gently on my hand, leading me away from the crowd in front of the school.
Well then, come on. This story should have a happy ending. This story should have a happy, happy, happy ending. Well, isn't that awesome? Kendall's about to sneeze. Akira's Just giving me the second degree here, dude. Whew. Anyway, y'all know what happens. Y'all know what happens. It's a beautiful credits, I have to say, though. So was the first snow. Anyway, thanks for watching. This is going to be the last visual novel I play on this. After this, I want to play some dating sims, like officially dating sims. So we'll see how that goes. In the meantime, here's an outro.